Alright guys, today we are doing a spoiler install on 2019 Mustang GT, and there is Drake Automotive Group, and you may not have heard of them. I hadn't heard of them before, but found them, and they're pretty cool style. I can't say there's not a lot of options, but there's not a lot of ones that I like out there. Some are just too big and ridiculous, and stock one that comes on it barely anything at all. This one set the camera down for a second here. This one here, very similar to the GT350, but it's slightly different. It's kind of, to me, a cross between an MMDV series and the GT350, because it has it has the notch in the back, which the regular GT350 one does not have, but yet it's still kind of that ducktail style. And she's going to be going on the back there, so yeah, let's see how it goes. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is you're going to remove plugs from there, and then you have two more big screw-in guys right here. You remove those, and then next you're going to remove this, this little guy right here. Pop that off, pull this back, and then the other two screws are up in there that we're going to get. And as we're removing these, the tip is to go ahead and bring the lid down so that when the nut comes off, it doesn't fall down in the hole. And do the same thing for this one up here. Try to get it at an angle where we don't drop them. I might have not been recording, so I'm going to go over that again. Got the first screw out. They're longer than you think, so it takes quite a few turns to get it. If you get it started and then lower the lid down, and then instead of doing a full turn with your wrench, at some point you'll be able to just kind of grab the extension part and twist it with your hands. That way when it drops out, then you can kind of catch it. If you try to do everything up like this, you're going to end up dropping it down in there, and that's not fun. I didn't do it because I've seen other people make that mistake, and I learned from it. So next, and for that one, I'm just talking like this, twist the extension. You won't be able to use this up in here because there's not enough clearance. You're going to have to switch down to your shorty. And give that a shot now. Now, you may be tempted to try to not have to pull this all the way off, but I'll tell you now that you don't have clearance to get up in there with your wrench handle with this thing sticking in the way, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull it all the way off. This guy pokes through here, and it comes off really easy, so it's not a big deal. Don't lose your tabs when they go flying everywhere. Mine all landed in the trunk. Alright, now we got a lot more room up in there. And I'm thinking that once I get it started, this is why I need a stand, huh? finish it by hand so I don't drop it into the trunk. Ooh, snap. Went on the lip of the front side, so I almost dropped it anyway. Tilted it too far. Well, that's what I didn't want to do. I was tilted so far, I went the other way. But maybe I can get it right here. There's a hole here, maybe it would be. Oh. More careful on this one. That was a pain in the butt. To heat this up and pry it off. I'm curious if it's ready. Alright guys, so I messed up, but I think I have recovered from that. So earlier when I was trying to remove the old spoiler, I had neglected to actually loosen this final bolt. I did the first one, was showing you guys, and then, I don't know, did something with the camera and ended up doing the middle ones, but had never done the left one. I thought I already had it done. But as I'm trying to pry and pull things off, I ended up bending both this and this somehow. And this was like pointing up, and this was just like pushed up. This I kind of snipped the metal with some, metal snips, and then took a screwdriver and sort of hammered it back down. I don't like how the paint started peeling, but this should be sealed around when I put the other one on. This I kind of just sort of hammered it back down too. I was concerned of it torquing elsewhere, and I might have done so right here. There's a little notch, but I don't know. So the point is, just don't do this. Another thing, remember, don't drop your bolts inside, and then make sure you've got all of them off before you try to pry off your spoiler. The cleanup was pretty easy. Actually, just use the heat gun a lot, got it warm, and you can roll up most of it, and then there's alcohol and a cotton ball. Pretty much got the rest of it. It takes a while rubbing with your fingers, and it's a pain in the butt, but you can get it like that. So I'm going to do another pass to clean it up one more time, since I've been touching it and got grease on it. Get the last little bits of tar, and then we will start to put the other one on. Note that when you're getting this one ready, put these pins in. This is a weird size. It's like a millimeter Allen wrench, and I ended up using actually a different type of drill tip to torque them in, because I couldn't find a millimeter one. You want to get them in relatively snug, because when you come on the other side with the bolt and start screwing it on, it actually tends to unscrew this one out if you try to back your nut up at all. So get it in tight and put it on straight, and you should be fine. Go ahead and peel the edges back on your tape, so that once you get it seated down in the pins and level, and you kind of start to snug it up a little bit on each of those nuts, then we'll pull this out, push it down, and then tighten up the nuts one more time after that. I think that's my plan. Alright, be back in a bit. There she is from the back. I think that looks cool. There you go. Drake Muscle Cars GT 350 style spoiler for the 2018-2019 Mustang GT. Not too shabby, especially for the price. It's about a third of the price of all the other ones. Have a good one.